Welcome, hockey fans, to Family Sports Center in Centennial, Colorado. Tonight we feature a matchup between the host Regis Raiders against the visiting Fort Collins Lambkins. The Raiders are coming into the matchup with a league record of 4 wins and 2 losses, with their last game a 6-4 loss at the hands of Denver East. The Raiders looked off after that first 30 seconds of that game against East and found themselves down 3-0 early and couldn't recover to finish off a comeback. The Lambkins entered tonight with 6 wins and 1 loss. They are coming off a tough 4-3 loss last weekend against Cherry Creek. Starting goalies tonight are Noah Winborn for the Lambkins and Logan Zlot for the Raiders. Action is being brought to you by Shaw Hockey Productions. Teams are going to get together there to say their last few little words as they get pumped up before the start of the game here, and then they're going to jump into the face-off, and we're going to be off and running, folks. So before the game, I did a little research on the Lambkins here. Apparently, they claim that it's the only school that's nicknamed the Lambkins. So that's kind of unique, but I wasn't able to find any origins for why they're nicknamed the Lambkins. So, but they're really proud of it, and good for them, and they'll be off and running tonight. They actually finished up as the co-finalists last year in the Shasta State Finals. All right, folks, we're ready for face-off. Puck drops. Ooh, Fort Collins decides to send a little set play there, sending the guy up the left wing side behind him, and maybe the centerman was going to try to chip that behind, and off to the races. They were going to go for a quick chance early in the game here. Regis ends up taking possession, gets it up center ice. A little bit of a missed pass there off the skate. They have to regroup a little bit, and Brody Santa sends it far into tries to send it all the way down in the corner there. Lambkins take the boat. It's a little bit of back and forth here, folks. Regis steals it. Dylan Thompson from Regis gets it back. Oh, that was a nice little shot from the point there. Trickled back to Ben Romero from Regis. He wound up and took a nice low shot. Nice little steal by Ben Romero again, making the play. Brody Santis takes it in. Oh, the puck's just sitting there. That was a nice little, started out looking it was going to be a little choppy there in the Lambkin zone, but they're really sloppy in their zone so far with that puck. Regis hasn't been able to take advantage of it yet, but they're working hard and keep plugging away here. Good things are happening. Looks like there's a little bit of a battle in the corner for it. Lambkins take it. They're getting a little bit sick of the pressure here, I think, and trying to get it down the ice. Regis a little bit of misfire there. Nice little tip up and into the net and out of bounds. Over the glass here, so we'll have a face-off deep in the Lambkin zone. There's 15:35 left in the first period. 0-0 is the score. We get set. It looks like a couple of the guys from Regis are back from that East game. I think they were missing about 3 or 4 players, key players. And hopefully they get to set things straight here and move forward. Puck comes down deep in the Regis zone. Serge Padilla digs it out, makes the play up the boards, and decides to drop back. Gets deep in the Lambkin zone, and Noah Winburn decides to tie it up and slow the game down a little bit here. 15:18 left in the first period, so not too much time ticked off the clock there. We get a face-off deep in the Lambkin zone. Draws back to Regis. Nice little low shot on net. Rebound pops up, but can't take advantage of it. Regis is really pressing here. They got a lot of good pressure right off the bat. That was a nice low shot again. Kicked out a little bit of a rebound, and nothing came of it, but Regis is exerting a little bit of pressure on the Lambkins here, so nice little drawback to Oganiku. Oh, he scores! What a nice shot. Kai Oganeku takes the shot. It sneaks through. on the Lampkins goalie, and it's 1-0 Regis here with 15:08. That's just proof right there, folks, that put it on net. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a Brett Hull one-timer. You just got to get it on net, and you never know what's going to happen. Either one of your players could pick it up in front of the net there, or like that shot right there, it just finds its way through. Regis maintains possession on the face-off right after the goal here. Looks like there's a glove dropped at center ice. I don't know whose player that was, or if that came off the bench, or nope, one of the Lampkins players picked it up. Regis comes in. Ooh, nice little pressure there. Takes a shot, blocked up high and out of the rink. So we get a little break in the action here again. Like I was saying, folks, get it on net for those young players out there. Take it and put it on net, no matter how slow it is or how bad of a shot it is. Just get it on net and good things happen. 14:51, 1-0 Regis. Regis gains a little bit of possession there. It squeaks the shot through. I got to get a read on who number 15 is for Regis, because once again that number gets switched up. Comes back. Regis takes possession, comes in, takes a shot. Oh, that was a nice backdoor. Nice, almost tip there on the back door. Goes through Bentz's legs, and Lampkins get a little bit of a break here, folks. Oh, and now we got penalty coming up. It's going to be a cross check against Regis. I think it's going to be, can't see the number yet, but we'll get a read on that. That's Caden Balatbat, number 12 for Regis, is going 2 minutes for a cross check. So the Lampkins will have a offensive zone face-off deep in the Regis zone on the power play here for 2 minutes. It's 14:20 left in the first. 1-0 Regis. Puck drops. Regis gains possession. Oganeku shoots it all the way down the ice, relieves a little bit of pressure, and will kill some time on this penalty here, folks. Excuse me. I just got word on that goal too. Number 2, Kai Oganeku from number 11, Sean Holloway. This play continues here. The Lampkins decide to regroup here at their own blue line. Move it up. Comes back to Regis, and nope, just misses on the attempt to send it all the way down the ice. Now it's a little bit of a settled play. Lampkins get it. Move it up the ice. A little bit of a battle back and forth here between Regis and the Lampkins, and Lampkins decide to settle it and start moving it up the ice. Number 13 there. Oh, nice little low shot to the far corner there. But Logan Zlot, he didn't have to make a save there, but he was in good position to take care of that. Potential opportunity. Lampkins get it deep with no one going on pressure here. Oh, I guess they do have pressure. And then it's a little bit of back and forth. They find the open ice there. Nice little shot. Zlot turns it away. Regis gains possession, just gets it out of the blue line, which is good enough to push the Lampkins back and reset. Lampkins get it. Danny Bentz goes back into the corner, number 24 for Regis. He gets it, he fires it high off the glass and all the way down the ice. That's a nice little play there, folks. He looked up that ice and found that soft spot off the glass and sent it all the way down the ice. So 10 seconds left on the power play for the Lampkins. It looks like nothing's going to come of it at this point. And the penalty has expired. The Raiders killed off. Game possession inside their zone. Nice little pass there. Nice little backhand shot by Holloway, number 11 there for the Raiders. Ooh, nice little chip. He's 1-on-5 down there at the end. Somehow he got it out in front of the net. Who's that? I can't tell right now the number there, but he's turning back up the ice. Number 10, that's Andrew Gleason. Danny Bentz maintains possession down the end. He decides he's going to skate it up the ice as the Lampkins go for a change. Tipped by Gleason deep in the zone. And Lampkins gain a little bit of possession, but oh, good pressure by Gleason and the Raiders there. They're kind of poking the puck around. Game hasn't gotten a lot of flow yet, but Regis has certainly got a fair bit of chances so far. So it seemed like they came out with their skating legs tonight and working a little bit hard. Regis just gets it. Raiders get it right over the line and out of the zone, and Lampkins decide to change a couple players and regroup. And it gets deep in the Lampkin zone there. And the Lampkins head back up the ice here, get it deep in the Regis zone. Again, let's a little bit of tennis here, back and forth, and no one's really taking possession. Oh, that's a nice little poke check by 21 on the Raiders there. Lampkins gain possession by the road and send it all the way down the ice. This looks like it's going to go for an icing and come all the way back into the Lampkin zone. So a little bit of a break in the action here, folks. Number 15 for the Raiders is Jake Filler is back. He was absent a couple games there. So anyway, deep in the Lampkin zone, nice little shot. That could have found, that almost found a little bit of daylight there and got through. Play settles down a little bit, comes back to Throckmorton. Oh, that was almost an identical shot to Kai Oganeku's that almost found its way right where the same spot on the goalie's glove and everything. Looks like this will go for icing, folks, and come all the way back down the other way. So that was actually a pretty sneaky chance that almost snuck through there, just like the first goal from the Raiders here. So 10-10 left in the first period. 1-0 Raiders over the Lampkins. Face-off is deep in the Lampkin zone. We'll see if anything comes of this for the Raiders as they keep trying to pressure. Comes back deep. Carter Lutz in the corner there, number 4, trying to dig it out. Does a little cycle down to the corner. Raddick loses possession of it. Number 8 for the Raiders. And the Lampkins decide enough is enough. And oh, that's going to count as a shot on net too. Could have gone for icing, but ended up being a shot on net. Just missed, the Raiders just missed the pass up the boards there. And then Dembeck turns around, sends it down the ice, and the refs wave off icing for, looks like they think someone tipped it or something like that. Now it comes back. A little bit of slow pace to the game here, a lot of icings. I think the Lampkins, I don't know if they're dealing with the bus legs coming down for about an hour trip down from Fort Collins or what, but they seem like they're a little bit on their heels, and they just, to settle the game down, they're just going to keep icing it until maybe they get some legs under them there. So deep in the Lampkin zone to face off. Comes back, a little bit of battle for possession in the corner. Lampkins gain control. He sends it. The ref's going to wave off icing, which Kai Oganeku takes possession of it, dekes out his opponent there, and sends it up to Caden Balatbat down the side. Centers it. Jake Filler just missed it. Comes back to the point. Nice little, the Raiders almost look like they're on a power play here, the way the Lampkins are kind of sitting back and Raiders are taking it to them a little bit. Oh, nice. He had, I think Nick Bowers got knocked down in the middle there, but that looked like another halfway decent chance. The Raiders still gain possession here. Get it deep. Looks like a couple guys are going for a change on the Raiders, and then Lampkins are going to regroup and do the same thing. Comes out, nice little skate by Oganeku there. Save that and turn it back up the other way. Now Bowers heads down the left wing boards. He's on his off wing there, so it's a little bit harder when you're coming in on that backhand, coming down with speed. A bit of back and forth here. Dylan Thompson decides he's going to go 1-on-4, 1-on-2 as the other guys back off, and then still gains possession of the puck. So, oh, that's a nice play. That's a nice goal. There we go. Nice garbage goal. Dylan Thompson sitting in the middle, but that was all hard work started from him in that corner. He was it started out 1-on-4. 2 Lampkins backed off. He dug it out, dug it up to the half boards, gets in front of the net, and then he decides, like all good players do, head to the front of the net and get your stick down. and look for the garbage sitting around there and pops it in. So 8:02 left in the first here, folks. 2-0 Raiders on one nice shot. And the other one was just pure hustle out of the corner to poke it home, folks. And as they say, every goal is a good goal. Well, if it's for your team. Looks like the Raiders are going to go for a change on defense here with Ben Romero on the right side and Danny Bentz on the left side. Thompson stays out. Santa steals it, tries to poke it forward, doesn't have a lot of pressure. A little bit of a miss, so they're going to wave that off and let it go down the ice. Romero puts it up to the right wing boards. Leeson. Raiders have a little bit better puck possession here, too. They're making some decent passes on the sticks. Lampkins decide we've had enough of that, and they're going to go the other way. Try and get a little pressure down the boards and ended up sending it all the way around east to west here. Santis hustling, getting the puck, pushing it up the boards. Fouls it up. Now they come down. It looks like a 2-on-2. It'll degrade into a... Santis almost got through there, but looks like it was going to develop into a 2-on-2, and then two players decided to peel off. Lampkins getting in deep here. Not much of a battle, and they don't have much offensive pressure here either, so Bentz decides to turn and reverse it up the left wing side. Romero comes in to try and help out there. Bowers takes possession, and the Raiders are off down the other end. Bowers is going to take it all himself. He goes in, takes a nice high shot, and the Lampkins goalie decides to hold on to it and slow the pace of the game down here. So 6:48 left in the first period. 2-0 Raiders on a pretty fast start from them. Let's see if they can build on it here going forward. It's deep in the zone. Whoa! I think Serge has lost his edge there. Serge Padilla. Looks like it's not going to cost him anything though. He blew a tire there at the blue line, and then Lampkins couldn't take advantage of it. Somehow they ended up icing it over his head. That was a little bit of a good break for the Raiders there. You don't want to have a defenseman going down at their blue line. And he's out. Serge Padilla's out with number 21, Chase Patterson. He might be doing double duty tonight when he moves into the Tier 2 game too. Nice footwork though by Patterson. Kick that back in. That's a good play. Sometimes it's not always on your stick, folks. You got to use your hand, your skate, your whatever you got to use sometimes to make the play. So Lampkins look like they're trying to get a little physical there in the corner, but comes back, takes a shot. Serge Padilla takes a shot from the blue line. It gets through, but steered aside. Nice little battle on the corner. Patterson's going to get possession. Nice, smart play there. All the pressure was coming up, and he decides he's going to move it back up the ice and relieve the pressure. Here come the Lampkins. He gained possession in the zone. Oh, that could have turned into trouble for the Raiders there. That was a nice one-timer coming across. He just missed it. And the Raiders, again, a little bit of back and forth here. Carter Lutz takes possession. He's got Carter Schick with him. The Carters are out there apparently. Moving it up the ice, and then in comes Aiden Raddick with a little bit of late high pressure there. Lampkins can't make anything of a 3-on-3. That was nice defensive work by the Raiders getting back, so they didn't have an odd man break against 3-on-2 against their defensemen. So Fords did a good job. Oh, this is going to turn into maybe something. Logan Slott. Oh, Lampkins tried a little bit of a Forsberg there, going one side to the other and tucking it back the other way, but Logan Slott was sealed off enough of the net to neutralize that threat. But that was a nice play by, I think it was number 3 on the Lampkins there, or maybe it was, maybe I can't pick it up yet. 23, no, 73. I'll get it right eventually, folks. Number 73 for the Lampkins. A little bit of battle in the corner here. Lampkins gained a little bit of possession, and now it's still a, oh, you got to take the body there. On the Raiders there, he's going to take that body. You can't let that guy walk out front. So here we go. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Raiders. Dembeck and Lutz coming in. Dembeck decides to fire. Goalie makes the save, and then looks like there's going to be a penalty against the Raiders here. Number 4, Carter Lutz. That's a bad penalty too, folks. Behind the play. It's nothing good going to happen there. He's going to get 2 minutes for roughing on a play behind the play as the play was coming up the ice. The back ref, that's why they have the four-man, or the two-ref system and the two linesmen nowadays. They catch that stuff. They used to not be able to catch that stuff, and you could get away with a lot of stuff behind the play. However, now they got two refs out there. You got to be careful. And this early in the game, it's probably not worth it taking that penalty, but we'll see. We'll see if the Raiders can neutralize them here. Lampkins gained possession. This power play looks like already it's shaping up to be a little bit more structured than the last one. Lampkins gained possession deep in the zone. Raiders are a little bit passive on the, oh, there goes Danny Bentz after the play and trying to create a little havoc and uses his foot. Oh, that's nice. We got a 2-on-1 break here, folks. Oh, here we go. Nice headman pass. Nice headman pass by Danny Bentz. I didn't catch the Raiders player, but number 7, Sanis, he almost snuck that one in there. That was a nice little, that would have been a nice shorthanded chance there. Or that was a nice shorthanded chance. That would have been a nice shorthanded goal. But nothing came of it, and it's coming back down the ice, and Romero decides to send it high off the glass and all the way down deep into the Lampkins end there. So Lampkins gained possession. Nice little foot pass to himself there, and number 9's off to the races and running. Feeds it back. Oh, that was a nice shot. Just missed the corner there. Number 11, nice hustle there to get that out, and deep. Raiders send it deep. Gleason with a nice little slap backhand all the way down the ice. About 40 seconds left on the Lampkins power play. 2:56 left in the first period, and 2-0 Raiders still here. So Lampkins gain possession in their zone, gets a little bit of pressure and a little bit of panic, and then coughs it up, and Bowers takes it and decides to send it all the way down the ice for the Raiders here. Lampkins regroup behind their net. They get a little speed coming up, set up their power play coming out of the zone, and off down the left wing side there. Looks like he's going to take it to the corner and maybe get a little bit more set up until it pops out. And Nick Bowers sends it all the way down the ice. Gleason's chasing a little bit one-on-one here, 50-50 puck, and then he does his job. The penalty's killed off now, folks, and the Raiders were able to neutralize any threats out there, but the Lampkins look like they're getting a little bit more structured out there. Or maybe wearing off a little bit more of the bus legs and getting a little bit more structure. So I expect that to kind of build over. This is a pretty good team, so I expect that to build over the next, 1:45 left in this period, but then going into the third, you might see a little bit different of a team and a little bit different of a game here. So Raiders get it deep. Lampkins regroup. They got a little bit of speed coming through, but good forecheck. Carter Lutz comes in, forechecks, and ends up going. Got guys falling all over the ice. I don't know if Serge Padilla has a little bit of a skate problem. It's not like him to fall down. He's kind of lost an edge a couple times here and there. We get a little break in the action with the icing call here. It's still 2-0 Raiders. 1:10 left in the first period. And it's even strength, so there's no penalties. And the faceoff will be deep in the Raiders zone. And we'll see what comes of this in the last 1:10 of the period here. It's like the Lampkins gain control just inside the Raiders blue line, send it deep in the zone. Lampkins take a shot. Ooh, I think that was almost tipped a little bit by Sean Holloway from the Raiders. But nothing came of it there. So you got Ryan Williams, number 6 on defense, with number 9, Serge Padilla. She just flipped the numbers upside down from each other. 6 and 9 are out there. So Danny Bentz keeps it in at the blue line, gets a little bit pass. Oh, that squeaked right through the crease there. Nice thought to tip it on net. Again, it doesn't matter how fast it's going or whatever. As the Lampkins come in there, that was nice. neutralize the chance there with Danny Benn sticking out his long stick there and knocking it out of the, it goes up into the netting out of the rink. I think they'll call that deep in the Raider zone because that was off. I don't think they're debating that. Yeah, they're calling it deep in the Raider zone off the Raiders stick there and out of play. So there's 21.4 seconds left in the first period. Lampkins draw it back. Maybe this is a nice little structure there. Shoot it out and pops over the blue line and out. Lampkins gain possession, poke it through. Looks like that's 10 seconds left in the period here, folks, and they get it deep. But I'm not sure unless there's, there we go. Raiders decide to get it out and we'll end up killing the rest of the period here. So I'll get a line on the shots here, and a couple penalties from the Raiders, and I think one from the Fort Collins Lambkins, and ends the period. It's 2-0 Raiders. We'll begin the start of the second period after the teams regroup here a little bit, and we'll see what they end up with shots for the first period. There was a bunch of good chances from the Raiders there, and the Lambkins had a couple too, but I got to tell you, I think we're going to see a little bit of a second, or the Lambkins are going to get their legs under them for the second period here, and I think you're going to see a little bit of a different approach from them. You kind of saw it at the end of the period there. They were organizing a little bit better. Their structure was a little bit better, especially on the power play and even on the even strength. But the Raiders just seem to keep hustling away, and they've created a lot of good chances throughout that first period. Snuck a couple goals in, and the shots for the period are 13 for the Regis Raiders and 5 for the Fort Collins Lambkins. So Zlot has stepped up and taken care of all 5 of the shots. There were a couple decent scoring chances throughout there, though, too. Just missed on some of the shots, but it's all he ended up turning aside all the 5 shots that he actually did face that had a chance to go on net there and go in. So it's like a little bit of a last-minute deliberations here as the coaches offer their last words of wisdom. I don't see Woodley on the bench over there for the Raiders either. I think Terry Ott looks like he's stepping into the head coaching shoes there. So I hope everything's well with Coach Woodley and his family. And as we get set for the second period here, so. We get the players here lined up, ready to go. We got Serge Padilla back there on D and Chase Patterson holding the fort down back there. It looks like it comes into the, yeah, so you're starting to see the Lambkins kind of move a little bit. That went up the ice a lot quicker than any time so far during the game. But Regis ends up Raiders get possession of it. Oh, that's about the second time so far I've seen that puck jump off that end boards down there. So it means that if you're looking to ever gain an edge on that, you pick that stuff up in a game as a player, and you try and use it to your advantage, or you plan for it. You know, sometimes that it's tough to figure out, but sometimes that can pop out to your advantage. Anyway, the Lambkins take possession of it, turns, a nice high shot, hard wrist shot. It's pretty heavy coming off the stick, number 11 there, Eric Brink. He's one of their top scorers, so you gotta kind of pay attention to someone like that. Nice little drop pass to Gleason Sanis. Gleason gains control of it, just sends a backhander into the corner, and the Lambkins just ice it down the ice. A little bit of a backhand off number 13 from the Lambkins, sends it all the way down the ice. But there's 15 43 left in the second period. It's still 2-0 Raiders. One of the most dangerous leads in hockey, they always say. I'm not sure how true that is, but play kind of settles down. Oh, Bowers loses it along the boards there and can't quite chip it past. Bentz challenges the corner for the Lampkins. It's 3-on-2 in the corner there. You gotta be careful there because sometimes the opposing players slip. Yep, I guess I was just getting to that point. Sometimes it slips out like that and you got 3 guys deep on the Raiders or 4 guys and they're all puck watching, and then it pops out to the guy that's gonna blast it home. Get set for a face-off here, folks. It's 15:07 in the second period here. It's a little bit of back and forth deep in the Raider zone. Throckmorton decides to body up and try to take that nice little dig out of the puck and a little flip pass, and now Carter Lutz is coming down the ring he comes in, he fires a shot. That was nice. It's a good low, right over the pad shot. Nice little hustle down there, chips out to him, he gained possession, he's off to the races and gets a nice shot on net. Now it's deep in the Lampkin zone. Nice little face-off, nice kickback by the Lampkin centerman. Looks like something happened in the corner, in the inboards there. A little bit of a battle for a puck here. Comes out, nice hustle by Oganeku. Gets it, just can't keep it in and feeds it back to his centerman. It's left wing Robbie Denbeck there. Puck's just on the half boards. It pops the Raiders. Oh, that was a nice no-look back pass to Denbeck, but he just wasn't there. And then Ryan Williams is up on the sideboards fighting for it. Gains possession again, finds Denbeck down low. They get it deep. Oh, no, he's got Denbeck. I don't know how he kept glue on his stick there. Ryan Williams comes down in the corner, puts it out front looking for a stick. Can't find anything. A little bit of a nice little possession by the Raiders here. Lampkins look like they're a little pressed. I haven't seen it yet, but that first shift, I thought they were going to be different in the second period here. Then the Lampkins are kind of back to their habits of the first period and just decide enough is enough and send it all the way down the ice. So the Raiders, that was a good shift there, good puck possession by them and good movement. A couple good passes, and the Raiders just couldn't find the back of the net there. But that's going to kick up the shot count. He gets set for the Padilla, decides to take a shot and fires it just high. Lampkins decide to get possession of it. They take it, they steal. Oh, that was a hard shot that kind of handcuffed Logan Zlot there a little bit, but he made it. That's again, that's number 11 from the Lampkins, Eric Brink. He's one of their leading scorers this year, so you got to be careful. He looks like he's got a real heavy shot and gets it off quick. He doesn't look for that big windup. He just takes it and takes a wrist shot when it's appropriate. It's another sign of a good, decent player is that you take the shot that's given to you. You don't go for the big bomb every time. Looks great on the highlight films, but not all the time. Bentz gains possession down the corner, decides to flip it up to the left wing side there, and somehow it stays in the zone. Bentz fouls it up in poke checks. And a little bit sloppy in front of the net there. Oh, you gotta be careful there, turning in front of the net there. But it works out for Sean Holloway, who gets it all the way around the boards, and Ben Romero grabs it. Pence sends it. Looks like it's gonna be icing. He just called that one. He was just on the other side of the red line, and the refs were in position to make a good call there, folks. 12:42 left in the second period. And The face-off is going to be deep in the Raiders zone. We'll see if the Lambkins can change their luck. Ooh, that puck just sat out there a little bit, and fortunately the Lambkins weren't running through with many players or speed or their sticks down, because that could have turned into a bad thing. Looks like a 2-on-1 developing here. Benson's got him in the middle. Logan Zlot comes out of it. Oh, somehow that ends up in the back of the net there. Somehow that ends up in the back of the net here. Take a look at that on the replay. Lampkins got controlled outside the blue line. They came in a 2-on-1. Bentz does what he should. Logan Zlot does what he should, and somehow it just sneaks by. And oh, that was a nice stick on the ice from, I didn't see the number, but for the Lampkins, but that's a great play. Comes in, shoots high, handcuffs the goalie, it drops down. Bentz is battling with him there, and somehow he gets his, Lampkins gets a stick on the puck, and number 3 from 14. Number 3 is Aiden Beck, and I don't know what number 14 is from the Lampkins, but that was a nice hustle play too from them. He got his stick down on the ice and poked it right through as it was sitting there. And the Lampkins come right back. They got a little bit of energy out of that first goal there. Come back, and that was a quality chance. So that could have been a quality chance if they would have gotten it on net. Ends up back down deep in the Lampkin zone. Chase Patterson, number 21, takes a nice little low shot, just misses wide though, and gains a little possession down. Caden Balatbat decides to take a nice shot, just misses and ends up in the far corner there. So Lampkins gain possession. They're coming. They got a 2-on-4, so that turns into nothing. And then Oganeku decides he's going to try. Nope, there we go. Now it's a 4-on-2 the other way. And nice shot by the Raiders, just misses. Blockers, the goalie blockers it away. Winborn blockers it away. Comes back out front to Regis. A little bit of a battle in front. A little bit of extracurricular activity until the Raiders decide to back off there. Nice little chance there, folks, to try and get that one back from earlier in the period. It's 11:19 left in the second period. It's 2-1. The Raiders have 2 and the Lampkins have 1. And the Lampkins look like they got a little bit of, before that little last flurry with the Raiders down deep there, they looked like they had a little bit more energy, which usually happens when you score a goal. And the team decides, hey, this isn't so bad. Let's start playing our game. Pops out free. It looks like this is going to develop to a 2-on-1. Nope, 1-on-1, but someone coming in off the left wing side there, off wing. So that could be dangerous. When you're open to the net like that and it pops over, you got muster all your strength. But Dembeck decides he's coming back in. I don't see any arms up here. Decides, it looks like he got his feet knocked out from under him. Somehow gets a backhand off. Serge Padilla takes it. Oh, that's a nice tip by Dembeck in front. In mid-slot there, he decides he's going to... Oh, I don't know how... Whoa, all right. They corrected that one. There's a little bit of interference there, it looked like. I'm surprised there's no penalty. But I think the refs made the right call there by calling offsides. The puck wasn't in the zone there until a couple of Lampkins had snuck across, but that would have been a 2-on-0 on the way in there with a little bit of discombobulation from the Raiders. Goes deep in the zone, and Zlot decides he's had enough of that, and he's going to tie it up for a little bit there. Raiders, they're going to have a face-off deep in their zone. 10:22 left in the second period, 2-1 Raiders. As we get ready for the puck to drop again here, Fort Collins brings it back. Nice little, the D-man decides to send it in deep, because he didn't see any plays there or anything like that. And now the little bit of a cycle there from the Lampkins into the corner. They find their D back, they're D to D. Defenseman eludes. Oh, he saw that corner. I'm right on where that angle and that shot was taken. He could see a little bit of daylight on Zlot's blocker side there, but he just didn't find it. Number 11 again, he's got a heck of a shot. Get that velocity coming right off there at full range of motion where he just came over the blue line. And Zlot decides he's not going to give up a rebound, and unfortunately he doesn't give up a rebound, and ties it up and puts an end to that threat. Deep in the Raiders zone, 9:51 left in the second period. Raiders got to work on their, they've lost about 4 of those face-offs right in a row there, so they want to work at that in the defensive zone. That can create a lot of havoc. But Dylan Thompson's down there providing pressure. He almost picks it off from the Lampkins as they fumble around in their zone. Oganeku takes it. Oh, that's a nice play, opens up some space. Oganeku reads it. Sanis decides to shoot low far side and just misses. But that was a nice little give and go play there out, and Oganeku decided he was going to go down the, follow the play up and jump in and create a little offense on the defensive position there. So Leeson battles in the corner, pops out to Sanis. Sanis can't find it, but a bit of traffic in front of the net. I don't think the goalie would ever seen that. It's like, and this is going to go for icing all the way down the back into the Lampkin zone. And I think a couple of nice little chances there. Sanis had a nice little shot there. If that had eyes to it, that could end up finding the back of the net too, because I don't think the goalie knew where that was going. You know, deep in the Lampkin zone, there's 9:05 left in the second period. It's 2-1 Raiders. We get set for the face-off. Puck drops and it comes back. Maybe both teams are not doing so good on the defensive zone face-offs, which could end up coming back and cost you. Oh, here we go. The Lampkins are going to get a penalty. I don't know if it's going to be holding or 14 almost clothesline. Number 12, he's going to call him on a high stick. Number 14 from the Lampkins. I mean, you could just see it. He grabbed, he took his hands and grabbed number 12 on the Raiders, Caden Ballotbat. Fortunately, Caden decided to eat his pride there and took one for the team there, because now the Raiders are going to go on a power play here. They draw it back. End up getting it deep in the corner. A little bit of a battle here, though, so works out for the Raiders. Carter Schick steps over it, tries to get it set on the stick. Still don't have possession. They got to find it. And then the Lampkins, there we go, pulls it out, comes out, finds Bentz at the point, and he finds right in his breadbasket. But good play to dig it out there and find his off-wing D there for a shot. Draws it back. Bentz will take it. Gets it in deep. Oh, that just missed. That was a nice little tip, too. That got through. Again, not the hardest shot, but he found it. Nice low shot. Gets it in. Raiders are pressing. Oh, that was a nice little play, too, though. Sanders just missed it out front there. So number 11 comes back down on Bentz. Bentz decides that he's had enough of that and pushes it back the other way. And here comes Holloway. He finds him. Oh, nice shot. That's a great shot. That all started up at the far blue line, folks. Number 11 was coming down from the Lampkins, decided he thought he was going to work 24, Danny Bentz from the Raiders. He was having none of that. He chipped it up. Holloway chipped it to the other blue line, comes in and just fires one right over the glove side of the Lampkins goalie, Noah Winburn. So that is a power play goal. There's 8:02 left. There's 3-1, 8:02 left in the second, 3-1. And that's going to be Sean Holloway's unassisted. And a nice shot and goal to rebuild the 2-goal lead for the Raiders here. He walked right in and fired one. So Serge Padilla is trying to seal off. I didn't see that behind the play here, folks, but it looks like number 5 on Regis, Robbie Dembeck. I don't know. It looks like the stick got knocked out of the hand, so maybe they're going to, I don't know what they're going to call. Interference. They're going to call interference, and I don't think Coach Ott over there is all that excited about that call. But all I did was I turned my head for a second. All I saw was a stick, and the Lampkins player looking for a stick, and Robbie Dembeck he had his head hung a little bit. Romero high off the glass and down the ice. That's the start of the Lampkins power play. They're going to regroup deep in their zone. It's a good little non-pressure by the Raiders there, and then defenseman. It was kind of interesting. He brought it through the crease there and gathered all that snow, which pretty much triples the amount of weight you have on there. But the goalie's always pushing the snow to the side of the net there, and he picked up all that snow and just fizzled on the pass. So I think that definitely had an impact on the play. Raiders, Radek got possession of it, turns it up, and then Fort Collins decides they're going to try and maintain possession here and send it up the ice. Goes behind him. That looked like it was offsides, but they're not going to call it, and Romero takes it and decides he's going to send it all the way down the ice. It's about a minute left on the Lambkins power play. Dembeck in the box for 2 minutes in the Lambkins. Wow. He just turns up. I think he was looking for his player. He must have just missed him, or else he's going to get an earful from the coach for just turning it up the ice and icing it on a power play there. 6:48 left in the second period. 53 seconds left on the power play for the Lambkins. They ice it, so it's going to be deep in their zone. 3-1 Regis. As the face-off unfolds, you got Padilla and Bentz out there on the D for the Sanis and Dylan Thompson. Brody Sanis and Dylan Thompson up front. Bentz decides he's going to change the direction of the puck. Delayed offside, but Serge Padilla's taking his time to turns it up ice. Ooh, you got away with one there, I think, folks, and creates a little bit of space. Sends it all the way down the ice, and number 12 from the Lambkins comes in a little bit late there. Lambkins gain possession behind their net. Move it. That's a nice little pressure there. Once you see a team is struggling on the power play, then you get on them like crazy to work it. Oh, here we go. There's the 2-on-1 developing for the Raiders after a mishap from there. Comes in. Can't see who that is. That's Sanis. He takes a shot, just misses wide, or steered away wide on the power play. Is over for the Lambkins. I think they're probably thankful at this point for that, given that I think the Raiders had a couple more chances. But Dylan Thompson's down deep fighting in that corner against two players. The Raiders have done a really good job on these odd man battles to come out with the puck. Dembeck moves it over. Oganeku fires one, just misses. Dembeck gains possession again. He finds, oh, that was a nice little play. Caden Balatbat almost found Lambkins. Will look like they're running around and hitting a little bit high too. And they decide enough is enough. They've been frustrated. They haven't been able to turn it on this period, but look like their sticks are getting up a little bit and their elbows getting up a little bit too. Sometimes that can come from a little bit of frustration, but if that boils over, then you could have a real problem. End up a lot of guys in the box. 5:05 left in the second. 3-1 Raiders. Lambkins draw it back behind their net. They're kind of making passes to no man's land on the Lambkins side and not being able to find the puck. There's another bounce, weird bounce off the boards there, but Lambkins get it and maintain possession over the center line, the red line, and can't find anyone to go. Nice little outlet pass. Here comes Jake Filler down the center. He decides to take a shot. I'm sure Coach Ott is telling him too, put it on net. I don't think the goalie from the Lambkins, he's made some good saves, but anytime you see someone on the team that's struggling, you want to put it on net, try and get as much up there and take advantage of those mistakes. Face off deep in the Lambkins zone. 4:38 left in the second period. Lambkins gain possession, decide to go behind. Oh, a little bit of pressure from the Raiders though. Good little forecheck. Keep it in, and it goes high and stays in the rink. Raiders gain possession. Find the centerman. Nope, just missed him. No, that was Charlie Throckmorton, the defenseman that was moved up to the center position to try and take advantage of moving the puck up the ice. Oh, they find out front. Oh, nice goal. Sean Holloway gets his second goal on a feed out of the corner. I didn't see if that was Schick or Bowers, but nice feed out. The Lambkins left the front of the net wide open, and Holloway just took advantage of it, firing it home. We'll get the word on the official assist there, but that was Holloway, number 11. Scores his second of the game. 4:10 left in the second period. 4-1 Raiders. And puck drop here. I don't know what happened on the Fort Collins, but they got a little sideways there, and then all of a sudden it pops out. No one's in front. Benz comes behind, chips away, and ends up losing his edge and falling down, but I think Bowers is coming back the other way. Nice pass, Holloway to Schick. Schick comes in, dukes him. Oh, nice goal! What a goal here! That was a great play coming out of the zone. Started deep in the zone, picked it up, chipped it up. I think that was Ben Romero that chipped it up. Out to Holloway out to, I think that had actually went up to Bowers. Bowers headmanned it to in the center there to Holloway. Holloway picked up his head, passed it over to Schick, and Schick came in and fired it high glove side. 5-1 here, 3:46 left in the second period. And we're off to the races here. So the last goal, the fourth goal, was Holloway from Bowers and 13 Romero. Looks like there's a little bit of hitting from the Raiders coming too. The fifth goal was 19, Carter Schick from Nick Bowers, number 22. A little bit of activity there. I'm having trouble keeping up with it so far, but 5-1 Raiders now on a flurry of goals. 3:27 left in the second period. And the Lambkins are a little bit back on their feet here, folks, but like they say, the game is never over until it's over. So the Raiders are going to have to figure out how to keep going and going and going, because the Lambkins have a pretty good team here too. So they might find a couple and turn it around. Ryan Williams sends it on ice. This is what they got lucky there. The Raiders got lucky there. The defense weren't really paying attention. They let a couple guys get behind them, and that puck could have squirted free, and Lambkins would have been off the ice. And that's what I'm talking about, is you get a little complacent, all of a sudden they score a goal, and then it's a different ball game. Lambkins working in the zone. It's a little bit of chip back and forth here. And it ends up deep in the Raiders zone with one man pressing from the nice little reverse there by Kai Oganeku, and Ryan Williams chips it up and out. Number 4 there, Carter Lutz can't do anything with it, but it ends up back deep in the mid zone for the Lambkins, who come up. Ryan Williams decides he's going to read that play, anticipate, and move up. Here we go. Dembeck comes in over the blue line and fires one just inside the blue line to the glove hand. 2:18 left in the second period. It's a 5-1 lead from the Raiders. A little bit of a goal outburst here, and they're coming on. They keep coming. Most of the play has been down deep in the zone of the Lambkins. And the Raiders have been able to take advantage of it. Comes back again to the Raiders. Another shot on net, and Noah Winburn is equal to the task there. So Serge Padilla gets it deep in the zone. A little bit of a tie-up. It looks like their 2 9s are talking out by the blue line here. Again, you look at the front of the net there for the Lambkins. You had one Raider standing there waiting for it. And if that puck would have popped out, that could have been a chance too there. So Serge Padilla ends up gaining control of it. Up to Gleason. He finds the centerman coming through the ice. Dylan Thompson turns, comes in. Looks like there's going to be a penalty against the Lambkins. I don't know if they're going to call. Nope, they're just going to call a hold. Oh, they are calling a penalty shot. That is a penalty shot, folks. Now, little known fact here, Regis can either decide to take a 2-minute penalty or take the penalty shot. It looks like they're going to take the penalty shot here, but that is a choice all coaches have when that play gets called. You can take a 2-minute penalty, minor penalty against the other team, or you take the penalty shot there. And it looks like they're going to take the penalty shot. I think they're going to probably give it, Coach Ott's probably going to give it to Dylan Thompson, because that's who it was against. Number 14 for the Raiders there. So we're going to see if the Raiders can take advantage of this here with 1:37 left in the second period. And here we go, folks. Penalty shot. Thompson comes in, decides he's going to stick in a little bit. and he goes in. He's just off the post. Nice position by the Fort Collins goalie. Nice work from the Dylan Thompson there coming in, trying to figure out what his options are coming in there, stick handling back and forth. And the Fort Collins goalie there, Noah Sandburn, decides to seal it off and ends up hitting the post and going wide. So face-off will be deep in the Lampkin zone. Still 1:37 left in the second period here. 5-1 Raiders on a missed. The last play was a missed penalty shot, and the Raiders draw it back, and Romero decides he's going to fire one low, catches a little traffic there, and then ends up the Lampkins end up icing it again here. So it'll come all the way back down to the Lampkin zone for a face-off, and see if the Raiders can take advantage of this. But that seems to be the play of the day for the Lampkins. A little bit of pressure, they end up sending it all the way down the ice. Let's get ready for the face-off here. So Raiders, the Lampkins draw it back. Romero decides he's not going to forecheck and pinch down, and the Lampkins missed the pass down the ice, and it ends up going for icing again. A little bit of a choppiness. If you look at the Lampkins, it's not a bad strategy to sit there and go, oh, we just got a couple goals scored against us. Let's slow this game down a little bit and try and figure it out by getting some icings and break the momentum so that that pressure isn't there, and see if you can feed off. There we go. Now the Lampkins get it. Number 11, who's got a pretty good shot, ends up finding it, but he gets tied up there a little bit. He isn't able to get quite that shot off. Here comes Dembeck back for the Raiders down the other end. A little bit of hustle, and Lampkins decides 16 is going to jump on his back one more time and then end that play. That's going to be a hand pass there, folks. Oh, he's not calling it that way, but Benz takes control, trying to find Dembeck, and misses in his skates there. So Romero takes possession of it. He finds Dembeck. Dembeck just chips it in the middle. I think he just missed that pass, and the Lampkins take it and send it deep in the zone, and look like they got one guy changed. A little bit of pressure. Benz decides he's going to take it around, flips it out to the middle. The Raiders are slowing down here a little bit. They got to pick up the pace, or else Lampkins are going to find one of the goals there, or a goal here, and then change the complexion of the game. Lampkins get it. They decide to rim around. 10 seconds left in the period here. 10 seconds left in the second period. Benz gains possession down the corner. He's got a little bit of pressure there. He's trying to razzle-dazzle, kills off the time, and looks like the period will end here. Second period ends. There's a little bit of talk between 9 and 12. 9 for the Lampkins. He was having a conversation with Serge Padilla, number 9 on the Raiders, earlier, so he must like to talk a little bit there. So, all right, folks, it's 5-1 at the end of 2 periods here, and the Raiders are up 5-1 on a flurry of goals at the end there. I'll get official word on the shots. So I have 26 shots for the Raiders up through 2 periods here, and 14 for Fort Collins as they come and do the ice here in the after the second period. That's usually what happens in the CPHL here, folks. This is in Chassa. They'll do the ice only once between the first and the second and third periods, and then they'll come back out with a fresh sheet of ice. But it's going to be a 5-1 lead coming into the third period. The Raiders are up. A lot of good flurry of chances. They got a lot of good shots. I think after that first period they had 13, so they doubled their shots again, but had a little bit more productivity on the goals per shot, per number of shots. So scored 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and again, it's going to be 5-1 going into the third period here, and as they do the ice here. So we're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks, and feel free to enjoy the zen of the Zamboni as it goes around and around the ice. And we'll be back in a few minutes. to get set for the third period here. Figured we'd go over a couple stats here for the first and second period here. So it's a 5-1 score. The Raiders are up. 2 were scored in the first period by the Raiders, 3 in the second, and the Lambkins got one back in the second. So it was 2-1 for a little bit there, and then the Raiders broke out for a couple goals over a couple minutes. Well, more than a couple minutes, probably 5-6 minutes here, and popped a couple in to make it a 5-1 score and answer back the Lambkins 1 goal with 3 of their own. Through 2 periods, there are 3 penalties for the Raiders. 2 were in the first period. All minor, 4 minor penalties total, and 1 was going to be a minor penalty, but it ended up being a penalty shot in the second period there. Raiders have 2 penalties in the first, 1 in the second. Lambkins had 2 in the second. 1 was the penalty shot. Dylan Thompson was, for the Raiders, was going to took the penalty shot, and Noah Winburn from the goalie from the Lambkins was equal to the task there. So we get set for the third period. Teams, again, a couple last minute words of wisdom from the coaches before we get lined up for the face-off at center ice and get the third period started here. So I can't tell if get some word here to see if they change the goalie here down on the Lambkin side. We get set for the start of the third period here. So Lambkins gain possession in their draw back, decide they're going to regroup and move things forward. A little bit of a hinge play there, and then up the ice for Collins heads with the man and Regis holding that line. They had 4 back on the line. Comes up to Gleason on the right wing side. He decides he's going to look for his guy coming through the middle and ends up sending it all the way down the end of the ice. So it'll be a face-off in the Raiders zone, the Raiders defensive zone, with 16:35 left, still a 5-1 score. So 25 seconds ticked off the clock there in the third period here. So we get set. The ref wants to, I don't know what, oh, he dropped the puck. So prematurely dropped the puck. He pulls him in, ready for the face-off here. Nice little tie-up by both centermen there, and Pence comes in, cleans it up, and pushes it out to the side. Gleason finds Sanis. Sanis puts it up the boards. Lambkins go D to D to D to D. And then they're trapped a little bit in their zone. They're a little sloppy there. In the third period, they're sloppy too. So far, Bentz decides he's going to step up, sends it all the way down the ice. Regis clears, and then they're back in. They're going to stay high here a little bit. I think with a 5-1 lead, you're not going to go too deep in there and muck it up too much. So the Lambkins did make a change to the goalie. I don't know the number for the Lambkins. It looks like number 33 is in net. Let me see if I can get that. Pull it up and give some credit where credit's due for. Number 33 is Sam Simon for the Lambkins. It looks like he's going to start the third after a 5-goal burst from the Raiders. Put the end to the night to Noah Winburn, sorry. Lambkins take it in deep. Kai Oganeku chips it up. Robbie Dembeck. The Raiders have some nice speed through the middle there, and Radek loses possession of it. Oh, the Raiders look like they got caught. Oh, they looked like they were going to get caught on a change here a little bit. Somehow they end up recovering. Williams ends up getting possession of the puck, gets it up to Lutz. Lutz to Dembeck with the attempt and doesn't go through. Nice little stick check by the Fort Collins Lambkins there on sideboards there. Lampkins gain possession of it. They end up getting it back, tipping it deep in the Raiders zone. And the Raiders are going to regroup as Lampkins go for a partial change here. And then up the boards. Oh, no, the ref is going to say no. And Serge Padilla steps up on number 11 there. 11 has had a couple chances here. He's probably one of their better players. So you got to keep your eye on. He could probably change a game here by popping one in quick. He's got a heavy shot. Looks like the Fort Collins has got a little bit of a snap your visor in place there and your chin strap. Raiders get possession and get it up deep down, all the way down. A bit of a muck on the side there. He gets rubbed out a little bit late there, so now he's coming back. Same two guys. Holloway, who's got 2 goals in this game, gets it a little bit deep there. So when it comes around, Fort Collins gets it down, but you get a little bit of pressure there. So a little bit of back and forth, and somehow it ends up skying all the way over the. I lost sight of the puck there for a minute there. Looks like Fort Collins is coming out with a little bit more physicality this period, and it's been a little bit. Oh, that could have. Number 2 is coming through, looking for heads there. So, oh, that also looked bad when Holloway fell down and kind of caught a skate in the face there. Thank God they wear face masks these days. Romero rubs him out to the side. He finds, he almost puts it on net. That's a little bit of a sloppy play. Bentz takes it up out of the left D corner, flips it up, gets chipped in. No, the ref said that did not hit number 12 for the Raiders. Caden Balatbat was not able to chip that through, so went for an icing. It's going to be deep in the Raiders zone here. 13:28 left in the 3rd period. 5-1 Raiders. As the face-off gets for right to the left of Logan's lot here. Raiders win it back, and they're deep in their zone. Chips it up the boards. Somehow pops out to Dembeck, and Raiders come through with a little bit of speed. That looks like, oh, they wave off icing here. It looked like it was this side of the red line. So, and Balatbat decides he's going to clamp on the legs and try and take the other guy down. Raiders take it. Bentz forces him outside, chips it. Still, Lampkin's still fighting for it. He's coming out front. Oh, he's got it. Here he comes. Oh, I don't know who took that one, but number 15, Jake Filler there, took one for the team. He laid out and sold out for that one and just ended up taking it. Here comes Dembeck down the right side, the left side. Fires it, gets chipped up to the boards. Raiders trying to gain possession here. The Lampkin's got a Kyoga Neku decides he's going to back off until number 9 fires it right into him. A little bit of, again, sloppy play, but it looks like there's picking up a little physicality here. So cross checks to the back and all that fun stuff. That's what the refs are out there for. Take control of that, especially when it gets unsafe in the game. But it looks like it's just kind of getting a little bit. Fort Collins is trying to take him off somehow. I think there's going to be a penalty here. Maybe, nope, it's going against Fort Collins. They're going to call interference on number 6 at the blue line there. I think that could have gone either way, actually. I thought one of the Raiders guys took a little bit of liberties there, but looks like number 6 for the Lampkins is going for 2 minutes for interference with 12:06 left in the 3rd period. Raiders gain possession of it. Dembeck decides he's going to fight it off and carry it up the ice, find his right wing on Andrew Gleason down there, and Raiders get it deep, but they don't gain possession of it, so Lampkins get it up and get it down the ice. Whoa, that actually looked a little bit closer than I would have liked if I was coach out there. Here comes number 11. He's got a bomb of a shot. He takes it. Fortunately, it goes high and over the net there. Lampkins are pressing here, and if Raiders aren't careful, oh, now they're going to get a 5-on-3. But they want to let him touch it here. So number 11 is going to get a, I don't know if he called interference there. He's going to call it, no, that might be head contact. Oh, boarding. He's going to call boarding there. So it's a 2 and 10. So 11 is one of their best players. Looks like he's going to be sitting down the rest of the game. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Raiders with 11:29 left. A minute 23 left on the penalty for the first penalty. So at least, well, a 5-on-3 for 123 with 11:29 left in the third period. 5-1. He's going to, the coach from Fort Collins is arguing. But I don't, as I said in the last game that I talked about, you rarely win those arguments, and if you keep going and going and going until the ref has enough, then you get another penalty on top of that. And if that were to happen, so it is a 2 and 10. Number 10 from the Lambkins will serve the penalty for number 11 to for boarding. They called boarding there, so Regis gets it back. Moves over with the limited number of guys, Lambkins on the ice. They move smoothly right over the blue line and decide they're going to settle the puck and move it around. Not a lot of urgency right now for the Raiders, but they don't want to pick this up. And nice little shot there from Serge Padilla from the point. It comes back to Danny Bentz. Danny Bentz has holds it in, finds Padilla on the off-wing side. It comes back to Bentz. Bentz takes it right into his breadbasket, and the goalie decides he's going to come up and get a little pound of flesh there as can't tell what number on the Raiders there. Just took that one, but number 11, Sean Holloway. 11 minutes left in the third period. 5-1 Regis Raiders. 5-on-3 for at least 55 seconds unless they score here, folks. Schick gets it back, finds Bentz back at the back point. He's looking. Fires one and just misses it. And oh, there we go. Serge Padilla ends up poking it in here. So that's a 5-on-3 goal. Nice D-to-D. Schick finds Bentz high. Bentz fires it in. It pops out. And Serge Padilla, number 9's there to pick up the loose change. So the first penalty will wipe out with 42 seconds left. There will be another power play for 119 unless the Raiders score again. There's 10:47 left in the third period. It's 6-1 Raiders. So that one's going to get scored here. Number 9, Serge Padilla, from number 24, Danny Bentz. Makes it 6-1 Raiders. And they're still on the power play here, folks. Raiders gain possession. Radek's got it on the sideboard. Gleason. They're both battling out. Oh, it comes back to Oganeku, who finds Gleason, who finds Oganeku back in the middle. He finds open ice. Denbeck comes in, fires a shot. Just and steered aside. So, oh, here we go. This is where it's one on. You find there's a little bit of a half mugging there, but no penalties from the refs. But we just let up their guard a little bit there and let the Lambkins come through and bring it down the ice and almost generate a chance there on a shorthanded 5-on-4 chance. Oganeku sends it, gets tipped out, and it looks like it's going to be outside the zone. Ref's going to get another puck here to, looks like they pointed, oh no, they pointed to center ice for a face-off that Raiders sent it out. It looked like it was tipped, so maybe they just bounce it out there. We get set. There's 21 seconds left on the power play for the Raiders here. Looks like they're going with the regular line. They get it over the zone. Holloway's coming in. He's looking for the hat trick. Number 11 there. I'm sure they've told him, or his players, good teammates, they'll set him up the rest of the game to try and get that hat trick there. So deep in the Lampkin zone, 9:40 left, 12 seconds, 9:40 left in the third period, 12 seconds left in the power play. It's over, it's centered to Bentz. Bentz walks in, he comes in, shoots high, misses. There's another funny bounce off those boards there. That's been like that all night there. So he sends it high and it comes out all the way down the other end. Penalty looks like it's over here. So, and whoever came out of the penalty box was looking for, he could not care one bit about the puck. He was going, number 10 was coming after him. He came right out of the box and decided, the heck with the puck, I'm going for the man. He missed both. Raiders get it down, and Fort Collins decides to tie it up. He's going to be left to the goalie, deep in the Lampkin zone. 9:16 left in the third period, 6-1 Raiders. Raiders maintain possession, stabbed out of the air by Sam Simon, the goalie for the Lampkins here. Deep in the Lampkin zone. Looks like puck drop. You go, it scrambles around, just kind of sat there for a second there, folks, and until they picked it up, and now the Raiders are going to try and pinch down a little bit, and that fails. Chase Patterson goes back for the puck, just misses it there. So he's got to carry that there. So he didn't have a lot of pressure on him, and you got all the pressure coming up on the other side. You got to be able to read that and move the puck appropriately. Here comes the Raiders though the other way. Caden Palatbat comes down the left wing side, decides he's just going to flip it in. And the Raiders, the Lampkins, as opposed to their name of young, nice lambs, decide they're going to try and get a little bit more physical here and move things forward and try and exact a little bit of pound of flesh here in the third period. So the play is called dead. It's an icing, so it'll be down the other end, down the Raiders' end to the right of Logan's lot for 8:22 left in the third period here. 6-1 Raiders. And it's chipped up over the blue line and out of danger for the Raiders, and ends up going deep into the Lampkin zone with a little bit of pressure from Denbeck coming in the corner. Ooh, no call on that one, but it looked like Denbeck, the Lampkins fell, and it looked like Denbeck had a stick out there a little bit, so he might have gotten away with the one there. A little bit of back and forth here, not really calling anything. Carter Lutz gets in the middle, takes a shot. Raiders are pressing again here, so Throckmorton gets it. It just goes through his feet. Turns. A smart play there to just turn out of trouble and not create any more issues for yourself. But another little bit of a weird change there where Throckmorton had moved up the ice a little bit quickly and left three Lampkins kind of behind the scenes there. So a little bit of pressure in the Raiders zone. Chipping 50-50 puck there, comes out. Oh, that could have turned into real danger there. Lampkins gain possession, turn. Oh, a nice tip there too. Nice turnaround shot. Just again, try and get it on the net. And 12 almost picked it up out of midair and tipped it in. Here comes Dylan Thompson. Thompson fires one, and Sam Simon decides to say, let's settle this game down and get a whistle to my left, or to his left, settle the game down and make changes. 7:03 left in the third here, 6-1 Raiders. And the puck drops, and a little bit of battle, chipping back and forth, goes up the ice and deep behind the Lampkins net. Chipping away, nothing really, until the Lampkins fire it hard off the boards and all the way down for an icing. I don't think I don't have a count on the number of icings in this game, but I got to imagine it's over 30 icings, which really breaks the flow of the game, which helps if you're down a couple goals and you want to kill the momentum. Bentz takes a shot from the point, doesn't really get through, tries to get it through, but he comes up and it's nailed from behind there. He looks like he's going off for repairs. Number 24 there. He got hit up on the sideboards here. I don't think he was expecting it, so we'll see if he gets back out. Here come the Lampkins down the other way. Inside out move, and Romero recovered pretty nicely there as the Lampkins started to walk around him. He stepped in front of him. Romero blocked him off, and then the Lampkin decided to push Romero into the net and end the play. I'm not really sure why that's not outside, because that was the Raiders player was pushed into the net. So that should be something that counts against the Lambkins there, but the refs aren't going to call it that way. So deep in the zone, Padilla fires it hard off the boards and out over the red line here. Moves it up. Lambkins find the far winger here, coming in with a little bit of speed. Can't find it in his feet. The Lambkins fall. And still a little choppy here, but oh, that's going to be, that might be a major penalty there. He stuck his leg out on that one, and he knew it. He went right away. So that's not a. I think he's only going to call him for 2 minutes here, but that could have easily gone. That could have been much worse than a 2 minute, because that looked fairly intentional, the timing on that play. So the faceoff will be outside of the Raiders zone. 2 minute power play. I'll get the number here, because it was number 2, I believe. It looks like number 2 from the Lambkins gets kneeing. And at 5:40 left in the third period here. So Raiders gain possession. Again, Holloway's looking for the hat trick here. Looks like Bentz is back out on the ice, so that's good to see after he went off, kind of hobbling there a little bit. So Raiders gain possession deep in the zone, find their D-back. Serge Padilla's got it back at the point. He almost mishandles it, but keeps it in. Decides he's going to fire it. Bentz takes it. Oh, just missed on the baseball swing there. Carter Schick gets it. He goes deep, cycles deep in the corner. Out high to Serge Padilla. Padilla finds Bentz on the far side. Nice little tip in front. I think that was Holloway. So again, looking for his hat trick there. Sanis turns, takes a shot. Some of that might be Brody Sanis is looking for some garbage out in front. You get a little rebound there for Holloway to come in and chip in that hat trick goal there. So that's a smart little play there. So 4:57 left in the third period, 1:07 left on the power play for the Raiders, 6-1 lead. And the Lambkins send it all the way down the ice for no icing as they're on the man down penalty kill. Oganeku gathers it behind his net, surveys his options, and finds, oh, that's a nice play, finds Dylan Thompson right through the middle there with a little bit of speed. He just missed Aiden Raddick coming through on the other side. If he would have just chipped that to him, they would have had a lot of speed going down into that end zone, the Lambkin zone there. He just keeps hustling and winning those puck battles seemingly all throughout most of the game here. So Raiders gain possession, get it back to Oganeku. Oganeku surveys his options again. He decides he's going to send one in fast and hard. And Sam Simon blockers it away there. So Raiders gain possession again. Oganeku couldn't find Dembeck coming down the side. Dembeck decides to send it all the way around, and somehow it ends up out of the zone, and Lambkins on a one-on-one, one-on-two, one-on-three. A little bit of action there on the sideboards to separate the Lambkins from the puck there. So Oganeku takes it. Nice little headman pass. Nice little puck movement. Dembeck decides to soft it. Gets it over the blue line, but then Lambkins gain possession. So the penalty's killed for the Lambkins there. Nothing comes of it for the Raiders. And so it's even strength now, folks. And you got a 3:28 left. That'll go all the way down for a shot. It's waved off of offsides for the linesman there, but Sam Simon decides to tie it up for the Lambkins there, and he'll have a face-off right to his right side. 3:23 left in the third period. 6-1. Serge Padilla takes a shot. Trump's in front. And nice little block by Caden Palatbat there. Gains possession down in the corner there. Finds cycle to Carter Lutz. Lutz is surveying his options. He looks like he was going to try and cycle the two and just didn't find him. Chase Patterson's out there with Serge Padilla. Serge tries to pick it off and go the other way and ends up bouncing over his stick and going from there. Padilla picks it up behind the Raiders' net, decides he's going to take it up the ice and move forward. The net's off down the other end, but the ref decided he wasn't going to blow the whistle, fixed it, and they're moving up the ice here. So The Raiders still maintain possession. You got it looked like it was going to develop a little bit of the Lampkins took out one of the number 9 took out one of the refs over there. That's never a fun thing when you're a ref. You get hit like that in the game. It's a lot of soreness the next day, especially as you get older. 2:15 left in the third period. 6-1. See the Lampkins bring it up. Let's see if they're going to salvage anything out here. And this lot says no. It's right in his bread basket, right in the crest, right in the Raiders logo. And he decides he's going to hold on to that and settle things down, and he'll go for a face-off deep in the Raiders zone. Even strength. 5-on-5 here, folks. 2 minutes left in the game, and Ben Romero decides to take it up the ice and gets it down deep. He's pursuing it. Oh, he feeds his Charlie Throckmorton out the middle there, and Carter Schick, who's usually a forward, is back covering defense for Ben Romero. I think they're calling icing on that one. That one looked like it was over the red line, folks, but they're calling icing on it. So it'll come all the way back down to the Raider zone. Anyway, Romero rushed it up the ice. Gained possession, chipped it out to one of his guys and just missed him on the defensive end. And then you had a forward covering back for Romero, which is good, being a good teammate there. And then nothing, I don't know how they called icing on that, but it ended up deep in the Raider zone. And looks like it doesn't turn into a threat from that standpoint for the Raiders. So no harm, no foul there. Raiders gain possession. They come in. We got Sean Holloway. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the ice the rest of the game to try and pick up that third goal here. So we'll see what comes of it. But you get it deep, a little bit of a battle on the sideboards there. You got a little bit of choppy play back and forth here. It comes up. Throckmorton can't get it past the Lampkin on the left wing side there. And Romero decides he's going to try and bring it by it was actually a pretty smart attempt there to bring it in close to the boards to be able to whip it around instead of bouncing it off. Didn't work, but that's all right. Here we come. The refs wave off, the linesmen wave off icing. The goalie, Sam Simon, decides to forward it up to number 10. He's coming down with a little bit of speed, and nothing comes of that. It ends up in the corner. A little bit of a battle, one-on-one. Ryan Williams decides to take charge and reverses it. That's a nice play there. Take that pressure right off. Now you can just kind of stand, regroup. No, I don't know about that play. But Caden Balatbat tried the old bounce it off the back of the cage and try and fool the guy, and it ended up not working out. I guess you can take that chance. You really want to do that in a 2-1 game, I'll assure you that. And Ryan Williams decides he's going to eat it on the sideboard, on the end boards there, and so is Carter Lutz, and it's a little bit of a 2-on-2 battle here as the game clock runs out. So this is a final, folks. 6-1, Raiders win. We'll get final stats here on the number of shots throughout the game. It was 26-14 through 2 periods. And the Raiders scored 1 in the third here. A nice play by Serge Padilla, number 9 from Danny Benson. Here's the COVID stick tap. So you're going to see they don't want to go, socially distanced except for when they're on the ice and that good stuff, right? And then, of course, you got a couple players at the end. So we'll wrap up here, folks. I'm waiting for the final shots, and then we can wrap it up. And the final shots were Regis with 39 and Fort Collins 3. So I think that was pretty symmetrical for the Raiders. They got 13 shots each period. They got 2 goals in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. And the Lampkins ended up with 17 shots, so they got 3 in that third period. So, all right, folks, we're going to sign off here. Again, this is brought to you by Shaw Productions, Shaw Hockey Productions. And 6-1, Raiders win. And just everyone stay safe out there, wear a mask, and I hope you and your family stay safe and healthy. Thank you. See you next time.